Small business owners, King of Lending here, Alex Wigginton. Tonight we're going to talk about the golden rule of lending, which may not be as well known. Everybody knows the golden rule of life, which is treat others how you want to be treated. But the golden rule in lending applies differently. It's no less just as important, I think, and from a business standpoint, but it is an important piece for you to understand as a business owner because it can make or break your business growth understanding it. So first, thank you for joining us. Comment, like, subscribe below, and happy to do a one-on-one session with you in any way if needed. So let's talk about the path of a business owner or the business when it starts. So most of the time, a lot of businesses will self-fund or what we call bootstrap. So you'll bootstrap your business, literally pulling it up by the shoestrings, trying to make sure that you get your business off the ground, whether it's a product, a go-to-market piece, a service. Most business owners will look at it and self-fund their business. They'll say, okay, I'm going to inject $10, $50, $100,000 into this to get it off of the ground, which is a great thing. I mean, in most cases, it's usually needed unless you get an SBA loan or something like that that can help kind of lift you up with your business plan. Let's do a chart here, and let's say you move along from year 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. And you're experiencing great growth. So everything seems smooth. Your product is moving along, things are moving off the shelf, or your service is really caught with the clients. It's really kind of turned into a service that people can trust, and it's growing. And no matter whether it is a service, a product, or anything, your growth is just become very stable, and it's moving upwards, and it's consistent, and it's exciting time. It's a very exciting time. But this is the perfect time to look for a loan, a debt instrument, a line of credit, a term loan, anything that can help benefit your business in an incremental manner. Maybe it's adding equipment, maybe it's adding employee, maybe it's some kind of injection to it from a payroll standard, maybe it's an injection from an inventory standard. This is the perfect time to start looking. The golden rule of lending is this: look for money when you don't need it. Pretty simple, right? When everything's going great, you have the support of stable financials. You have a P&L and a balance sheet that looks stable. You have revenue that looks stable. You have relationships, partnerships, clients that look stable. Everything looks stable on the books. When you are at that stage, that is the time to really kind of look at it and go, you know what? Maybe I need a line of credit right now. I may not use the whole thing. I may apply and try to get $100,000 or $200,000 line of credit. And if you get approved for it, that's great. And then you use it, and maybe you only use 20,000 of it. And you draw it out and you start using it, and you put it in a minor kind of incremental way towards your growth, something that helps support it. But you've created a partnership with a lender. Here's why that's important: because when you need it the most, it will be during a downturn. You will have declining revenue. Something will have impact the business. So it could be a loss of a major client, a loss of multiple clients. It could be an act of God even. Lots of things are impacted by the weather in different capacity. Lots of industries are impacted. It could be a product issue. It could be something where loss of trust there. But if you have a stable partnership, a lending partnership in place, when things are going great, when those downturns hit, all you have to do is shift over, draw out the funds that are needed to help stabilize the business and keep moving right along. But if you do not look for it at that time, when you get to that point, everything is going down, it will be harder to get approved for a loan, harder to get approved for a line of credit, harder to get a partner that is going to come in and say, hey, by the way, I see you're not doing, the business isn't doing as well, so I'm going to give you X amount of dollars. That's not typically how it works. Most of the time, businesses or lenders want to see ascending revenue, very stable revenue, P&L balance sheets looking clean. That's why it's important to understand there's a moment in time to look for the right instrument or the right type of capital, and that is when you're growing. Most businesses do not fail when they're starting up. Most businesses actually fail at this growth point stage. They hit turbulence, or they hit something that is a hiccup in the road of their success. Something impacts them, and it's a downturn. And they have not put their partnerships or their lending partners in place, And when that downturn hits, they're unable to get past it. I wanted to share that with my clients. I want to share that with you. The golden rule of lending, extremely important. Hit me up in a comment, hit me up a like, subscribe, anything to contact and learn more about it. I'm happy to provide that.